Shopify just launched the most important product in years, and it's going to fundamentally change how e-commerce works. And here's the crazy part. Most brands don't even know it exists yet. Because what if I told you that your store can sell products you don't even carry? That customers could buy products from other brands, but through your cart, through your checkout, and you earn a commission if that actually happens. And you don't have to stock a single unit. This isn't a marketplace. This isn't an affiliate program. It's something brand new. I'm Pep. I've worked with hundreds of D2C brands, and this is probably one of the biggest moves I've seen Shopify make. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what the Shopify product network is, why it matters more than you think, and how you can position your brand to capitalize on this while most people are not even thinking about this yet. So let me explain what this actually does, because the mechanics are actually surprisingly easy. So a visitor lands on your store and they, for example, search for something that you don't have. Instead of bouncing or going to Amazon, they see other relevant products from other Shopify merchants. But here's where it gets interesting. Those products appear natively in the search results or on your collection pages, even on your homepage or the thank you screens after the purchase. The customer might not even notice that they're not your products. They live in the checkout and they convert through your customer relationship. So the customer never leaves your store and you never stocked a thing. And you earn a commission paid in either cash or Shopify ad credits. The original brand handles the fulfillment and the returns, but you own the customer relationship. This is basically affiliate marketing, but stripped off anything that made affiliate marketing a bit annoying. No clunky redirects, no tracking links, no confused customers why they were just redirected to another website. So it's one cart, one checkout, but multiple brands with zero inventory risk. Now here's why I want you to pay close attention, because most people are going to misunderstand what Shopify is actually trying to build. Because this is not an ad network. Shopify is building an ecosystem flywheel. And there's a critical distinction, because ad networks have to fill inventory slots. They optimize for impressions and clicks. They basically extract value from attention. So the Shopify product network does something fundamentally different. It only shows products when the contextual relevance is high. If there's not a good fit, nothing appears. So this isn't optimization for ad yield. This is optimization for session success. Because Shopify's incentive is not to sell ad placements. It is to maximize conversions, maximize GMV, and merchant attention across the entire platform. So that creates an entirely different system dynamic. And here's why it's so significant. Because every merchant faces a constraint. You cannot stock everything. You cannot predict every customer's need. You cannot expand infinitely without capital and operational burden. So basically the result is lost intent. So a customer lands on your store. You've paid for that traffic, either through ad dollars or energy inputting, for example, SEO. So they search what they're looking for, but they can't find it, and they bounce. Now, usually they would now go to Amazon or Google or competitor. So Shopify's existential risk has always been leakage. Shoppers leaving the ecosystem to shop somewhere else. But the product network plugs that leak. Even if the sale goes to a different merchant, Shopify keeps the customer, the transaction, the customer details, the conversion, and therefore also the ecosystem value. And I'm very excited about this, and let me explain to you why. Because it solves an issue that many of our brands in our agency or our mastermind has flagged to us multiple times over the years. Because they keep asking the same question: how can we cross-promote other products that have overlapping customer avatars to ourselves? If you sell high-end natural skincare, that person might also be interested in natural supplements, for example. And if you sell running shoes, maybe they want to have the right pair of socks. And before the product network, this would require an affiliate or partnership relation, separate tracking systems, and clunky customer experience. But now this can happen automatically in the Shopify network. Brands that sell complementary products now get their products discovered at the exact right time. So for the host store, that means that lost intent now actually translates into commissions. And this effectively raises the value of every click that you buy. Let's say a store is spending $50,000 a month on ads. And let's say this incrementally increases their conversion rate and their average order value. This means that they could pay thousands in commissions every month for ad dollars that they're already spending. And before, you were not getting any of this. Not because you did anything wrong, but because the infrastructure to capture that demand didn't exist. And now it does. And here's something that's not that obvious, but really important. Amazon is a destination. Shopify is infrastructure. And that difference creates completely different opportunities. Amazon cannot let merchants earn commissions from other merchants because Amazon owns the customer relationship. It owns the buy box and it gets a percentage on every sale. Shopify can enable merchant collaboration because Shopify doesn't compete with its own merchants. The customer relationship stays within the host store. The data stays with the host store and the remarketing power and email follow-up stays with the host store as well. This is kind of like the inverse of a marketplace model. So instead of concentration on the platform level, Shopify is distributing value across its network while capturing the coordination layer. And think about what this, for example, means for your Facebook ads. When you're running these meta ads, this could actually increase your conversion rate, average order value, and increase your ROAS. And this is a structural advantage that marketplaces such as Amazon cannot replicate. So the product network works because of 3 reinforcing loops. And understanding these loops is crucial to understand where we are heading. Loop 1, coverage improves conversion. The more merchants opt in, the more products become available. More customer searches actually turn into a conversion, and this means conversion rates go up. Loop 2, conversion attracts participation. Higher conversion rate obviously makes it more attractive to participate as a brand. So more merchants will actually join the network. And then the coverage expands even further. Loop 3, the data compounding effect. Shopify says that the product network will give you instant access to thousands of products from different merchants. And this is powered by data of hundreds of millions of shoppers. So every transaction will obviously increase the ability for Shopify to connect the right product with the right user. Better recommendations increase the conversion rate and the cycle accelerates. So this is classic platform compounding. The more merchants participate, the more valuable the network becomes. And here's the thing, Shopify has been building towards this moment for years. Shopify audiences, shop campaigns, and now agentic storefronts where it's integrated into ChatGPT. Product network is where it all connects. And it's very easy as an admin to just set it up and start running it. So if you run a Shopify brand, here's what it actually changes and what you can do. First, product gaps become opportunities. Missing products used to lead to lost intent, but now it can actually still convert. You can now earn a commission from that intent from that visitor. Second, discovery becomes collaborative. For example, you don't need to become a water bottle brand to capture water bottle demand. You let the network fill that gap if that naturally happens in your business. And this does really change how you should think about your catalog because you now can just focus on the products that you are best at and basically let the network be complementary to that. And third, the customer ownership stays intact, which I actually think is one of the most important things. Unlike marketplaces, shoppers now stay on your domain. They stay in your checkout and they also enter your CRM. So you retain the relationship even if another merchant fulfills part of the order. So the customer is still yours. And fourth, your advertising efficiency goes up. Every visitor that you now drive has a higher potential value. So even if they don't find in your catalog what they need, they can still convert. And we all know that CPMs are increasing every single year. So this might actually make our life as advertisers and brands a bit easier. Shopify is moving towards a unified commerce operating system. And the pattern is clear. Shopify is building a connective tissue of open web commerce. To some extent, it's positioning itself as the anti-Amazon, not the destination that captures the value, but an infrastructure layer that enables and amplifies the brands. If this bet pays off, then Shopify doesn't just power stores. It becomes the default operating system of any transaction out of Amazon. So the product network, it's not an ad product. It's also not an affiliate product. Shopify just turns every participating store into a node in a distributed marketplace. And the window is open right now for brands in the US and Canada already. And the brands that first move will probably capture the biggest advantage. If this video was helpful for you, consider subscribing and leave a comment. And in the next video, I'll break down an advertising platform that might be as good or even better than Meta.